The firmament unfolds majestically above us, a star-studded canvas that transcends human comprehension. In this celestial sequence, we witness the grandeur and magnificence of the universe, an eternal dance of lights and shadows that invites us to immerse ourselves in the sublime. Accompanied by celestial melodies, each flash of light seems to whisper ancient secrets, reminding us of our connection to the transcendental, to the divine. In this celestial setting, we find ourselves on the threshold of a profound and significant exploration. What is our purpose in the midst of this cosmic vastness? This question, essential for the search for meaning, drives us to delve into the mysteries of the divine call. Throughout history, men and women have sought to understand their place in the cosmos, looking for signs that point them towards a higher purpose. In this brief introduction, we embark on a journey of spiritual discovery, exploring the clear signs that may indicate that God has called or chosen us for a specific purpose. The importance of this search transcends the earthly, for discovering our divine calling not only involves finding personal fulfillment, but also contributing to the fulfillment of the heavenly plan. In the midst of life's uncertainties and tribulations, understanding that we are part of a greater purpose provides us with comfort and strength. Thus, in this journey to the heart of the divine call, we enter a sacred territory where heaven and earth intertwine, where our lives find their true meaning in communion with the eternal. In the deep search for the divine call, we stand at the threshold of a revelation that transcends the mundane and embraces the celestial. It is a journey of introspection and surrender, where we dive into the waters of the soul to discover the purpose that God has set for our lives. This search is not merely a personal aspiration, but a spiritual imperative that invites us to align with the divine will, to find our place in the vast cosmic plan. Discovering the divine call involves more than simply fulfilling a task. It is about finding the very core of our existence, the reason behind every breath and heartbeat. In this reflection, we immerse ourselves in the understanding that each of us is a unique piece in the divine puzzle, a manifestation of God's love and wisdom in the world. This intimate connection with our purpose gives us a profound sense of personal and spiritual fulfillment, a certainty that transcends the ups and downs of earthly life and anchors us in eternity. Thus, in the search for the divine call, we find ourselves on a journey of self-discovery and redemption, where each step brings us closer to the fullness of our existence. In this journey, we not only find the purpose for our lives, but also the peace that surpasses all understanding, the joy that springs from communion with the divine. It is in this sacred encounter that our soul finds its home, where God's call becomes the beacon guiding our path to ultimate fulfillment and realization. In the seemingly ordinary routine of daily life, the most extraordinary signs of the divine call are hidden. The first of these signs is revealed in the inner peace that envelopes the heart of the sincere seeker. This peace is not fleeting or superficial, but a deep-rooted certainty, a tranquility that transcends the vicissitudes of the external world and reveals the loving presence of God in every moment. Additionally, the path to the divine call is marked by synchronicities and coincidences that seem divinely orchestrated. These signs, seemingly fortuitous but profoundly significant, guide us on our spiritual journey and remind us that we are not alone in our quest. Each encounter, each seemingly casual event, brings us a step closer to our divine purpose, revealing God's loving hand in every detail of our lives. Finally, the divine call manifests in a growing passion for serving God and others. This passion is not driven by duty or obligation, but by a deep love and gratitude towards the Creator and His creation. With each act of service, we experience the fullness of our divine vocation and become instruments of God's grace and love in the world. Thus, in everyday life, we find the clear signs of our divine call, guiding us on our journey of faith and spiritual transformation. In the search for the divine call, the scriptures serve as a guiding beacon, illuminating our path with the eternal wisdom of God. The fourth sign of confirmation is revealed through the revelations we find in the pages of the Bible. In this sacred book, we discover the fundamental truths that shape our understanding of the divine purpose and reveal the loving nature of our Creator. The inspired words of the Scriptures resonate in our hearts, providing clarity and direction on our spiritual journey. Moreover, divine confirmation manifests through repeated messages or recurring themes in the Bible that seem to resonate deeply with our own lives. These parallels are not mere coincidences but divine signs that remind us we are immersed in God's redemptive story. When we see our own challenges, aspirations, and struggles reflected in the pages of the Scriptures, we find confirmation that God is working in our lives in tangible and meaningful ways. In summary, confirmation through the Word of God invites us to immerse ourselves in the richness and depth of the Scriptures, where we find answers to our deepest questions and comfort for our most pressing concerns. As we delve into the Word, we find confirmation of our divine call and are inspired to move forward with faith and confidence in God's perfect plan for our lives. In the search for the divine call, prayer and communion with God become fundamental pillars that sustain us on our spiritual journey. The sixth sign of confirmation manifests in the clarity we experience in our communication with God through prayer. In those moments of intimate connection with the divine, we find comfort, guidance, and spiritual renewal. The still, small voice of God resonates in our hearts, providing us with the certainty of His presence and direction in our lives. Additionally, the confirmation of our divine call becomes evident in moments of intimacy with God, where we experience the confirmation of our life's purpose. In these sanctuaries of quiet and reflection, we receive the assurance that we are on the right path, that our aspirations and desires are aligned with God's will. It is in these moments of deep communion that we find strength and security to move forward in our divine vocation with confidence and determination. In summary, confirmation through prayer and communion invites us to immerse ourselves in the loving presence of God, where we find comfort, direction, and confirmation of our divine call. As we cultivate an intimate relationship with our Creator through prayer and communion, we discover the fullness of our life's purpose and feel empowered to move forward with faith and confidence in God's perfect plan for our lives. In the search for the divine call, the spiritual gifts and natural abilities we possess reveal themselves as clear signs of the direction God has for our lives. The eighth sign manifests in the development and expression of these unique gifts and talents. Each of us is endowed with specific abilities that allow us to serve effectively in God's kingdom. When these gifts begin to flourish and are used for the common good, we experience a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment, knowing we are using our abilities in the way God designed. Additionally, divinely orchestrated opportunities to use our talents in service to others act as the ninth sign of our call. These opportunities are not coincidences but carefully planned moments by God for us to exercise our gifts in contexts that benefit the community and glorify God. Whether through an unexpected invitation to lead a project, a specific need that only we can meet, or an open door to a new ministry, these opportunities confirm that we are walking the path God has laid out for us. Finally, the manifestation of our gifts and talents and the opportunities to use them not only benefit us personally but also positively impact those around us. By responding to these signs, we not only fulfill our individual purpose but also contribute to the well-being of the community and the advancement of God's kingdom on earth. In this process, we become instruments of divine grace, allowing God's love and wisdom to flow through us to bless others. Thus, our gifts and talents become a living testimony of God's work in our lives and a continual confirmation of our divine call. The confirmation of the divine call is often found within the community of believers, where the 10th sign is revealed through the support and confirmation of spiritual leaders and fellow believers. These individuals, often endowed with wisdom and discernment, offer us an external perspective that can validate our experiences and perceptions. Their confirmation acts as a mirror reflecting the divine signs we have received internally, providing additional certainty that we are on the right path. Spiritual leaders, with their experience and knowledge, play a crucial role in this confirmation. Through prayer, counsel, and teaching, they can discern and affirm the gifts and callings that God has placed in our lives. Their guidance helps us better understand our purpose and provides us with the strength and courage to move forward. This support is invaluable, assuring us that we are not alone in our journey and that our experiences are genuine and backed by those who know and care about our spiritual well-being. The community of believers as a whole also offers a support network that is fundamental to our confirmation. When we share our experiences and callings with our brothers and sisters in faith, we find that our stories resonate with them and that they have often witnessed the same gifts and signs in us. This collective confirmation reinforces our confidence and encourages us to move forward with determination. In fellowship with other believers, we find not only validation of our calling, but also the inspiration and companionship needed to fulfill God's purpose in our lives.